Welcome to the lecture series of hydraulic structures. In the previous session, we had taken up the procedure for the design of Oogie spillway. It has to be designed in such a way that there should be a maximum discharge over the limited length of the spillway. For this, the coefficient of discharge should be maximum. So we discussed about the formula for discharge and two empirical formulas for one for the upstream curve and one for the downstream curve. So in this particular session, we'll take up a numerical problem. I'll share the content. So I'll read out the problem here. Design a suitable section for the overflow portion of a concrete gravity dam. So overflow portion means you have to design a spillway. Having a downstream phase sloping at a slope of, downstream has a slope of 0.7 h is to 1 vertical. 0.7 h is to 1 vertical. So it is like this. So this is the Oogie spillway, sorry, and this is the vertical face, upstream face. So this is the top of the crust. So this is the downstream curve, and here the slope of this curve is 0.7 h. This is 0.7, and this will be 1. For 1 vertical, there is 0.7 horizontal. This is the slope of this downstream face, and the RL of this is given. RL of the spillway crust, this level is given. This is 204, and the river bed level is 100. So you can get the height of the spillway. That is nothing but 204 minus of 100, which is 104. Will be the height small h. Okay. Over this, there will be this he. This will be your he. That is head of water above the crust of the spillway, which is he, which includes the design head hd. It's hd plus, sorry, I'll write here, hd plus ha. Where ha is the head due to approach velocity, hd is the design head, he is equal to hd plus ha. So first we have to find out approximate value of he by using the discharge formula. So we have to approximate this. When we have to find out this approximately, we will take the value of CD as 2.2. You know, value of CD is 2.2 when this HA is 0. When this HA is 0. So we'll assume that there is no head due to approach velocity, and take CD as 2.2. So we know the value of C. We know LE. LE is a clear waterway we have to take. Approximately, we are approximating it. So that is 6 into 10 because there are 6 spans having a clear width of 10 meters. 10 meters. So if you see in the plan, there will be 6 like this piers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 piers, I think. Yes. Thickness of each pier may be given as 2.5 meters. So there will be 6 spans. So I think, yeah, we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and another span, 6 spans of 10 meter each. Okay, so 6 into 60 will be the clear waterway. And then from this formula, we'll find out he. Substitute the discharge, and then this is CD, and this is LE is approximated as L. So you'll get 60.6. HE to the power of 3 by 2 is 60.6. HE is 15.5 meters. So the height of the spillway above the riverbed, as I told you, this H, it is a difference of the RL between the crust and the RL of the riverbed. That is 204 minus 100, which is equal to 104 meters. It is given here. RL is 204 and RL of the bed is 100 meters. So once you get H, you find out H by HD ratio. It is greater than 1.33. You will get a value greater than 1.33. If the value is greater than 1.33, the spillway is a high spillway. The effect of velocity head can therefore be neglected. We will find out this ratio also. This is in the submergence condition. HE plus H divided by HE. HE we have calculated as 15.5 plus height of the spillway is 104 divided by 15.5. The value is greater than 1.7. If the value is greater than 1.7, again the spillway remains a high spillway and the discharge coefficient is not affected by the tailwater conditions. Okay. So on the upstream face of the dam and the spillway is proposed to be kept vertical. Upstream face of the dam and the spillway both. Upstream face is vertical and the spillway downstream face will have but however a batter of 1:10 is provided at the bottom for stability consideration. Whenever we discuss the design of gravity dams, we have told that, so when we studied the stability analysis of gravity dam, we said that some extra material is required here in order to improve the stability of the dam. Here also, so 1:10 batter is provided from stability at the lower part. The batter is small, so the effect on the coefficient of discharge will not be much. So now the effective length of spillway can be worked out like this. So in the first case, when we approximated the value of HE, we took L as LE was taken as L. We approximated it. So assuming that 90-degree cut water nose piers and rounded abutment shall be provided. So what is this? We know we have discussed this equation in the previous session where HE is the head of water and Ka is the coefficient of contraction because of the abutment and Kp is the coefficient of contraction because of the piers, and N is the number of piers, that is 5. 5 is the number of piers. Then assuming 9, because this is not given, the value of Kp and Ka can be assumed. For 90-degree cut nose pier, the value of Kp is 0.01 and for rounded abutments, the value of Ka is 0.5. This is given in the problem. Substituting all this and the clear waterway is 60. So what do we get? We get this thing LE. Now we have to calculate the actual HE. First we had assumed HE and then check whether it is a high spillway, and then so after that we calculated LE and now recalculate HE using the correct effective length. So but when we first calculated, we assumed that LE as approximately equal to L. Okay, so now this is 8,000. 2.2 into 55.1 is LE. So from this LE, you will get 16.4 meter. So what we had assumed here for the calculation was 16.3. We had arrived at 15.5, but we had arrived at 15.5 HE. We had calculated approximately, but since we have to assume a higher value, we had assumed 16.3. Now we are getting 16.4, very near to it, so okay. Hence, the assumed HD for calculating LE is right. The crust profile will be designed for HD is equal to 16.4. Now you have to design the crust profile for HD is equal to 16.4 meter. Okay. The velocity head HA can be calculated as VA is equal to Q discharge divided by area over which the discharge takes place. So Q is 8000 given. Area is there are 60 clear spans plus 5 piers are there for a width of each pier is 2.5, and this is the length into height. This is 104 is the height of the spillway plus 16.4 is HE, the total height. So this is velocity of approach. Or once you get the velocity of approach, you can calculate the velocity head using this formula, VA square divided by 2G. So velocity of approach is point Q by A, which we got from this formula, and then you calculate head 0.043 you will get, which is very less, so it can be neglected. And now we have the downstream profile formula. That is x to the power of, we discussed this in the previous class, x to the power of n is equal to k into hd is what we have considering. hd to the power of n minus 1 into y. This x is the x coordinate, y is the y coordinate of the profile. Whereas k and n are the constants which has to be assumed from the table. If the downstream, with respect to downstream profile, for a vertical upstream phase, the value of n is taken as 1.85 and the value of k is 2. So you refer the previous session study material. So you can see in the table, it is 2 and 1.85. So here x to the power of n it is 1.85, n is 1.85, and 2 is the value of k is the value of 2. For k we are substituting 2, hd to the power of n minus 1. So 1.85 minus 1 is 0.85. It is not 0.35, it is 0.85 into y into a, and this is 16.4. Sorry, there are some mistakes here. 16.4 whole raised to the power of 0.85. So from this you will get an expression for y. So x and y are related like this. This is the equation of the curve of the downstream phase. So but we determine the various coordinate of the downstream profile. We shall first determine the tangent point. So this is how the curve will be. If this is the upstream crust, this is how. So at some point the downstream profile of the crust, will be tangential to this downstream phase. This point we have to determine first. So we know the slope is 0.7 horizontal, 1 vertical. Slope is nothing but dy by dx. You know, you have the expression for y, so you differentiate it. Dy by dx is x to the power of n is n into x to the power of n minus 1. That is what is written here, divided by 21.6, which is equal to d by x, which is given as 1 by 0.7. From this you find out the value of x. So put the corresponding value of x in this expression, you will get the value of y. That is, at the tangent point x, if this is a crust, I'll rewrite here. Okay, so if this is the apex of the crust, this is taken as x-axis and this is taken as y-axis. And this ordinate where the downstream profile of the crust is tangential, this value of x is how much? 14.6. And the corresponding value of y, this value, this is x, and this value y is sorry, y is 14.6 and x value is 22.4. So this is 22.4 and 14.6. That is xy coordinates of this point is known. Now you determine the xy coordinates of other points. You start from 0. Put x is equal to 0. Get the corresponding value of y. You will automatically get 0. Then put x is equal to say 1. What is the value of y? So like this, for every value of x up to 22.4 meters, you find out the coordinates of the points of the profile of the crust on the downstream side using this equation. This is the empirical formula. So that empirical formula we have simplified here. See, for 1 meter, 2 meters, 3 meters up to 22.4 meters, you will get all these points. So these are the corresponding y coordinates. In this expression, you substitute the value of x. So x is equal to 1, you will get this. X is equal to 2, you will get this. So like this, you will get the xy coordinates of on the curve. Then the downstream profile is given by this equation, this empirical formula. This formula also we have discussed in the previous session. So using HD is equal to 16.4 meters, because this is what we have calculated the actual head of water above the crust of the spillway. So for that you calculate the value of y. This is the formula you get. And you can, the curve on the upstream side, this is the upstream side curve, this is the downstream curve, this is the crust. So this can go up to a distance of minus of 0.27 HD. This also we have discussed in the previous class, 0.27 HD. So you calculate what is minus 0.27 HD. Minus 0.27 into HD is 16.4, that is minus of 4.443 meters. So now you take different values up to this distance. Take x is equal to minus 0.5, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. Then finally minus 4.4.3. So substitute in this equation to get the corresponding values of y. So these values are tabulated here. The values for every value of x. So this is the curve here, and this is the curve here. This is the tangent. Up to the tangent point we will determine the ordinates. Here we will determine up to a distance of 0.27 HD, right? One second. Yeah, it is minus 0.27 HD. So now you have to, the profile of this spillway has to be determined and plotted as shown in this figure. A reverse curve at the toe with a radius of h by 4 is equal to, so here a reverse curve is required. So this can be obtained by drawing a curve of radius h by 4. H is the height of the spillway, 1/4 of the height, that is 26 meters. At an angle of 60 degrees, and this can be joined. So this will give you the profile of the Oogie spillway. Thank you for listening. I'll end the session here.